Mr. President, kanina po narinig ko yung historical antecedents ng binanggit, Your Honor, Senator Pimentel. Would the good gentleman agree that the reason why the position of constitutionalists, textualists for that matter, on this issue is that the Constitution is silent as to the word carry over, crossover, continue. Meron po ba nakalagay sa Constitution, sa Saligang Batas ng Pilipinas, 1935, 1973, 1987 na carry over?
Mr. President, I will respond directly to the question. Wala po nakasulat doon that it shall carry over. Pero binanggit ko sa aking manifestation, wala talaga rin nakasulat doon that it cannot cross over. So in effect, let us say textually, both positions are not even mentioned or entertained in the Constitution.
Mr. President, sangayon po kaya ang ating ginagalang na minority leader na kaya dahil walang carry-over notion ay dahil malaki po ang pagkakaiba. There's a big difference between the 1987 Constitution and the 1935 Constitution, which was patterned after the United States Constitution. And I would like to have this placed on the records, Mr. President. Sa US Constitution, 100 po ang senador. At nag-i-eleksyon po every 2 years ng 33 senators. Ang naiiwan pong senador sa Estados Unidos pag nag-i-eleksyon ay 67. Because 67 plus 33 is 100. 67 is sufficient to comply with the provision of the US Constitution to convict in an impeachment case. Dahil 2/3 po yon ay 66. May sobra pang isa. Sa atin pong saligang batas noong 1935, kung inyo pong susuriin, ang atin pong senador na bumubuo rin ng impeachment court ay 24. Subalit, Mr. President, in the 1935 Constitution, ang eleksyon po natin ay 8, 8, 8. Tuwing mag-i-eleksyon ng senador, ang i-elect na senador kasama sa mga kongresista ay 8 senador lamang. Ang may iwan po ay 16. And 16 is 2/3. Enough to have a quorum as well as to convict or to acquit. In our present constitutional scheme, 1987 Constitution, we also have 24 senators, but we conduct elections every 3 years for 12 senators. Meaning to say, Mr. President, yung may iwang kalahati na 12 is not sufficient to constitute a quorum, dahil 12, dapat 13, much more convict. Because to convict, you need 16 senators, Mr. President. Is it now the proposition of the good minority leader that the constitutional spirit as enshrined in the 1935 Constitution, the same as the spirit prevailing, although it is not as admitted by the good minority leader, textually enshrined, the same as the 1935? Ibig sabihin po ba yung 12 ay may quorum? Yung 12 ay pwedeng maging 2/3 to allow your notion that we can carry over at yung sikat nga yung salita, maitawid. Tama po ba yun, Mr. President?
Ako, Mr. President, yung 2/3 kasi is actually that was probably just the decision of the framers of the Constitution. They could have made it 1+1. They could have made it 3/4. So it's maybe by accident that 2/3 is equal to 8 plus 8 is 16 is 2/3, so 24. But I do not think that was really the point, Mr. President. But at any rate, we have to live with the 1987 Constitution. So we look at the 1987 Constitution. And looking at the 1987 Constitution, the Senate is the impeachment court, not because it is the Senate created under Article 6, because it was recognized to be the court under Article 11. The framers could have chosen another body to be the court. That is theoretically possible. But it chose the Senate, not as a legislative body, but as a part of Congress, but not as a legislative body. So, yun po yung aking pagkaintindi. We have to live with the 1987 Constitution. We copied generally the idea siguro sa United States, but let's not be so beholden to their practices and rulings kasi iba na rin po, iba talaga ang sitwasyon natin. And I think textually speaking, my position is supported that although we keep on saying Senate, 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 but this is not Senate as the other half of Congress, but this is the Senate chosen under Article 11 to be the impeachment court. So iba po ito. And then may paragraph 8 doon, sinabi, Congress shall also issue the rules to give life to the accountability of public officers. So, and we have done that. So, kaya ang aking stand actually is the Senate as an institution is the impeachment court. So the member judges can change, but just like as a division of the Supreme Court, division of the Sandigan Bayan and the CA, if they change their members, yung docket nila or caseload nila, tuloy pa rin. They have to decide the cases and bring the cases to their logical conclusion. So that is my simplified position, Mr. President.
So one last question, Mr. President, if the good gentleman would accede. Ang ibig sabihin po nito, Mr. President, is that the Senate now, under the 19th Congress, is empowered, is authorized to confer a jurisdiction to another Senate, which would be forthcoming, the Senate of the 20th Congress. So allowed po ba tayo under the Constitution to transfer pending business, or should it follow likewise, using your logic, the traditional norm of having it refiled and reset starting from zero? Similar to the bills.
Yes, yun na nga.
So, ang ibig ko sabihin, Mr. President, what would prevent the 19th Congress from passing on the impeachment case, not just to the 20th Congress, but to the 21st Congress? And I implore the good minority leader that all the provisions mentioned a while ago, which are correct, should likewise be read together with the constitutional provision that there should be only one impeachment case filed per year against the same respondent, Mr. President.
Alam nyo ba, Mr. President, na yung rule na yung legislative workload natin ay magre-reset kada pag may bagong kongreso? Alam nyo ba na wala sa Constitution yun? Nasa rules natin yun. Ang rules natin, promulgated natin because of the power given to us by the Constitution. But the Constitution does not specify that. Actually, we could have written na yung pumasa na ng third reading, itrato natin na third reading na rin. We could do that, but we did not do it. So policy lang po yun na reset natin as far as legislative workload is concerned. Pagdating naman sa impeachment, judicial workload of the Senate as an impeachment court, I propose, or I give the interpretation that the caseload remains. Ang nagbago lang are the member judges. Just like, I think we can easily envision sa Supreme Court, nagbabago, divisions ng CA, divisions ng Sandigan Bayan, but the caseload remains. So I think we can mentally separate the two kasi Article 6 yung legislative workload, Article 11 yung impeachment workload. So that would be my response, Mr. President.
But Mr. President, would not that prevent the other part of the two-step process? Two-step process because filed by the lower house, prosecutors, received by the Senate, the trial jurors, the trial judges. Would not that prevent the other part of the two-leg process from initiating another complaint? Because there is now a case pending, which you say should be continuing.
If the majority leader will allow me not to respond, but
Yes, because it's
but
just-
his question is very loaded and provides the hint of what can happen in the future.
Mr. President, I've taken too much time of this body. I would relish interpolating the good minority leader even for 5 hours on this topic alone. But again, Mr. President, siguro mahabang-mahaba na po ito. I stick again to my previous manifestation that if we will not be able to conclude whether acquittal or conviction, the present impeachment case against Vice President Sara Duterte before the lapse of the 19th Congress, the same is functionally dismissed or deemed de facto dismissed, Mr. President. Yun lamang po, Mr. President, at ako po ay nagpapasalamat sa ating minority leader.
Just wanted to request some information. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, Honor. What is the pleasure of the Honorable Antiveros?
Salamat, Tabi, Mr. President. Gusto kong magdagdag ng point dun sa binanggit pareho ng majority leader, ng minority leader, at pati ng Senate President. Yung references sa US practice and precedent. Kaugnay nung isa sa mga issue na pinag-usapan dito sa floor. Kung pwede ba o dapat bang mag-carry over yung impeachment process mula sa 19th Congress hanggang sa 20th Congress. And I would just like to put this on the record, Mr. President. Galing po ito sa isang piyesa authored ni UP Professor Paulo Tamase, nag-appear po sa June 2025 issue ng Philippine Law Journal. Sabi po dito, Emerging Issues in Impeachment, page 19 dun sa journal, allowing impeachment to cross over Congresses is consistent with American practice. Following the practice of the United Kingdom, Thomas Jefferson's Manual of Parliamentary Practice states that an, quote, impeachment is not discontinued by the dissolution of Parliament, but may be resumed by the new Parliament, close quote. The US Congress, na binanggit ng majority leader, ng minority leader at ng Senate President, the US Congress has observed this for over 200 years, from the 1803 impeachment of Judge John Pickering to that of Judge Porteus in 2009. In Congress, impeachment proceedings are not discontinued by a recess. The following impeachment proceedings extended from one Congress to the next. 5 pong halimbawa, Mr. President, sa article na ito. Babangkitin ko lang yung pang-apat kasi yun pamilyar sa ating mga Pilipino. 4. The impeachment of President Clinton was presented to the Senate after the Senate had adjourned sine die. After, Mr. President, the Senate had adjourned sine die for the 105th Congress, and the Senate conducted the trial in the 106th Congress, Mr. President. So, for the record lamang po, dahil very, very pertinent sa binanggit ng majority leader, ng minority leader, at pati ng Senate President na following US practice and precedent. And with one very recent concrete example po dun sa impeachment ni US President Clinton. So I hope that we can consider this in our own decision-making, Mr. President, even after the rescheduled presentation by the House prosecutors to the Senate as an impeachment court on 11th June. Salamat, Tabi, Mr.
Duly
President.
noted and entered into the records. Majority Floor Leader.
Just to reiterate again, yung nabanggit ko po kanina nga, magkaiba yung sa Philippine Senate at US Senate kasi ang naiiwan sa US Senate tuwing mag-ieleksyon ay 67 senators, enough to constitute a quorum out of 100 senators and enough to convict or acquit. Sa atin po, 12 lang, not enough to have a quorum of 13, more so a number of 16 to convict or acquit. But be that as it may, Mr. President, we have all the discussions done, and I think this would really be part not just of the discussions that whatever case would be elevated to the Supreme Court would eventually be decided in the near term. Mr. President, I seek a minute suspension, Mr. President.
Session is suspended.
So ito na nga mga kababayan, nagkadebate na po itong si Senator Coco Pimentel at Senator Tol Tolentino mga kababayan, no, about dito sa impeachment kalaban kay BP Sara, kung pwede bang maitawid ng 28th Congress mga kababayan, no, itong impeachment, at pinag-discuss dito ni Senator Pimentel na pwede daw mga kababayan itawid doon sa 28th Congress, at itong sabi naman ni Senator Tolentino ay hindi pwede mga kababayan na maitawid itong impeachment doon sa 28th Congress, kasi kung mag-lapse na mga kababayan yung 19th Congress ay automatic daw po ay dismiss or ma-dissolve na po itong impeachment laban kay BP Sara Duterte, at wala naman daw pong nakalagay doon sa Constitution mga kababayan, no, na carries or carry out mga kababayan doon about sa impeachment. Kaya sabi ni Senator Tolentino ay kung matapos na po ang 19th Congress na kung saan ito ay final, ay automatic at pati itong si Senadora Risa Hontiveros mga kababayan ay tila nasupla ni Senator Francis Tolentino, no. Ayan, kasi pinaggagayahan pala nila mga kababayan or pinagkopyahan nila itong sa Senate na US na Senate, no, sa impeachment nila doon. So dito sila kumuha or kinopya lang po nila mga kababayan. Kaya marami pong mga Senate na mga examples, no, at references itong si Senadora Risa Hontiveros doon sa mga impeachment cases doon sa USA. Pero sinupla po siya ni Senator Tolentino mga kababayan na magkaiba din, kahit kinupya lang po doon sa US Senate at dito sa Pilipinas, no, pero magkaiba pa rin ang Philippine Senate at US Senate, kasi doon sa US Senate mga kababayan ay meron po silang 100 na senators, at kung merong maiiwan na 67 mga kababayan na senador, kung enough na po daw ito, no, to constitute a quorum out of 100 senators, meron nga po matirang or natitirang 67 na mag-convict or mag-acquit mga kaubayan dito sa mga impeachment nilang nakabinbin. Kaya dito sa Pilipinas, meron lang daw po tayong 24 senators, at gaya ganito, no, meron pong mga outgoing senators, at yung matira na lang ay 12 mga kababayan. At hindi daw po ito enough, no, para karoon ng quorum of 13 mga kababayan, or more so number of 16 na 2/3 mga kababayan ng 24, 16 na pwedeng mag-convict or mag-acquit kay BP Sara dito po sa impeachment. Kaya sabi ni Senator Tolentino ay hindi pwede mga kababayan, no, ma-apply dito itong US na idea mga kababayan or model dito sa impeachment ni BP Sara Duterte. Kaya sa inyo mga kababayan, ano pong palagay ninyo dito po sa patuloy na pagtalakay ngayon sa issue ng impeachment laban kay BP Sara? Ayan, so sinabi kanina ni Senate President Chis Escudero, no, na posibleng matalakay nila itong impeachment laban kay BP Sara after na po ng SONA, no, ng Pangulong Marcos ngayong July 28 mga kababayan yung kanyang SONA, no. So possible nilang matalakay ito mga kababayan or maumpisahan itong impeachment trial by July 29 na mga kababayan, no, or 30, no, after ng State of the Nation Address po 2025 ni Pangulong Marcos Jr. At para sa akin mga kababayan, on my personal view ay gusto ko sanang matuloy itong impeachment trial, no, ni BP Sara, kasi gusto kong makita yung mga ebidensya na bit-bit ng prosecution mga kababayan, itong mga congressman na nagparatang sa kanya ng mga anomalya di umano dito sa confidential funds. Gusto kong makita yung kanilang mga ipresentang mga ebidensya at yung kanilang mga witnesses. At the same time, gusto ko ring marinig mga kababayan, no, itong mga counter evidences ni VP Sara mga kababayan, lalong-lalo na itong mga issue, no, ng confidential funds mga kababayan, at yung mga araw-araw na halos nilang binabato na issue kay BP Sara, itong confidential funds mga kababayan. Gusto kong mapakita or gusto kong makita mapahiya itong mga prosecutors mga kababayan, no, itong sila Luistro, sila Acop, sila Chua mga kababayan. Gusto ko silang makita mapahiya dito sa impeachment trial, at confident nga po si BP Sara, no. Kaya sabi niya gusto niya bloodbath talaga na trial. Kaya ito na yung gusto kong makita mga kababayan, no. At meron nga po nagsabi na aalingasaw itong baho ng administrasyong ito, mga kababayan, once na matuloy itong impeachment trial ni VP Sara Duterte. O ano pong opinion nyo, mga kababayan, dito po sa mga tinalakay ngayon sa Senado, mga kababayan, itong sagutan or debate ni Senator Coco Pimentel at Senator Francis Tolentino. Ayan, hinggil nga po dito sa impeachment ni VP Sara kung allowed pa ba or pwede ba itong itawid doon sa 28th Congress at kung hindi na. Ayan, so please comment down below, mga kababayan. Maraming salamat. God bless po sa ating lahat.